Hello, we are once again with another hangout about networking. And I have my friend Dimitris Bronovsky. And this time I will not call you Dimitri because I have also several friends, Dimitri, in Russia. So we are going to talk today about 6 ways to build fast and strong network, a very fast tips, and also we will do it only 6. So, as always, I give the floor to the guest. So, Dimitris, and I got your name correct this time. Your first tip.
Hey, hello, Filipe. Hello, everybody. So the thing is that I have a course in networking that I feel that I started in a really immature way, and I feel like I keep growing every day. And this is why I want to tell a bit of a story behind the first concept. So when I started with networking, I was basically going to more and more events. I was talking to more and more people. I was collecting more and more information. I was really excited with this new world of networking. At the end of 2 months period, I was exhausted. I remember one night I was already prepared to leave, and I was already having this big, huge networking event in front of me. And then just a big wave of tiredness just flashed me down back to my couch. And I didn't go anywhere. I was so tired. I was spending so much time and energy every time I was going out. And my network didn't seem to increase with the rate I wanted. Something was not okay. So networking in events and in physical locations can be really time consuming and does not give results fast. On the other side, going digital allows you to contact a big amount of people fast. Then you can see who shows interested and you can focus your attention there. If you want to build fast network in order to get a job or get faster promotion or support your startup, I would suggest going digital first. Before saying how, I want to stress an important point. For me, the core of networking, and I will repeat it many times, is helping as many people as possible and creating the biggest positive impact that you can to other people's lives. And to help as many people as possible, you need to be aware of how you use your time. First, if you can, identify specific people that you need to add to your network. Specific names if possible, but if you cannot, just define categories. For example, if you want to find a job, your recruiters can be a category of people that you want to notice. If you want funding, investors might be the category for you. Then you need to do a quick due diligence. We explained that, I think, in the previous Hangout on Earth, the 6 ways to use networking. And the next step is to start contacting all the people you identified, asking for a quick conversation. Keep in mind that you need to keep your message short, clear value proposition, and a specific call to action. The receiver should really know why you contacted him, what is the value for him, and what is the next action that he needs to do. When you have people interested, then you can propose a physical meeting, a coffee, a lunch, or even a running session. This way, this approach lets you actually focus to the people that are interested to talk to you instead of focusing to everybody and losing time every time without knowing that they are interested to talk with you. I think this is my first tip: start digital and then continue physical.
Very good, Dimitris. I agree very much with your proposal because nowadays we have this digital world that helps us a lot to broadcast our message, to give content to our audience. And that connects with my second rule. My second rule in networking is basically share, not the singer share, but share content, share your knowledge, share your advice, share your wisdom. As much as you share with your network, as much you get from your network. It's a kind of magical thing, but it happens. Because think about this. When somebody shares something with you and doesn't ask money or favors or whatever immediately, what is the idea that you have from that person? Do you have a good idea about that person? Do you think that is a good person? Do you think that is an expert on the subject? So you will pass that message one way or to the other to your own network. And suddenly the person that shared will get something. And as you said, and it's very, very important, is that you will not get every time in every interaction, you will get stuff. So as more you share with people, the more, the better are your odds of getting the results. So, Dimitris, by the way, I noticed one thing, very good, very slow this time. So, because Dimitris likes to talk fast. So, you're second.
All right, yeah, this is true. I'm actually trying, I'm actually practicing slow speaking. It's for me, it's really difficult. I was practicing fast speaking for about 26 years. So now it's a difficult age for me. So for me, the second part, the second advice will be to use the power of the 5-minute favors. When you're trying to build a network, as I said, you should always remember what are the core ethics of networking. The core of networking is helping as many people as possible by providing as much value as possible, creating the biggest positive impact. I can demonstrate how that can really go wrong just by going back to my early networking days. So after coming back from an event, I had always a list of things I could do for other people, a list of ways to help the people I met. So I was coming back, I was sitting on my computer, and I was starting working. I was starting to helping people through my computer. A guy had no network in the company he wanted to work. So I started connecting with people, I started sending messages in order to find the right people, in order to do the right due diligence, in order to help him connect with that network. Another guy wanted to find the decision makers of an organization. He had no idea about the company. I started talking with people. It took 2 hours, 3 hours. Again, at the end, I was exhausted. And again, I felt that something was wrong. And what I realized is that the return of investment in time is important in both cases. If we don't respect our time, then networking will really fast make us tired. If we don't respect our time, we will not be able to help as many people as possible. So how can you help many people without spending too much time? This is the idea of the 5-minute favors. There are many ways to help people without spending more than 5 minutes per person. For example, if you give an introduction through email between two people in your network that can be benefited from each other, then you already helped two people by doing a 5-minute favor. Another way to help is through lists. For example, what I do whenever I meet a CEO or a person that's from a startup community, what I do, I send them a list of all the investors in Europe, or 80% of the investors in Europe. This list can be really valuable for them. And this way I can just send them in 1 minute, 2 minutes, and I create a lot of value for them. By the way, if you want this list, just contact me and I can send it to you as well. It's a great way to enter into the entrepreneurial world whenever that's necessary. What you need to remember is that the more targeted the help you provide, the better it is for the person, the bigger the impression you will make. So my message is, whenever you meet someone, try to identify how you can help. If you manage to identify a way to do it in under 5 minutes, do it. If it requires more than 5 minutes, ask yourself if you believe it worth your time. Just to help you a little bit more in this area, I will make it a little bit more actionable. Make sure that you learn after each conversation that you have with everybody that you talk to, that you learn 3 specific details: their pains, their dreams and visions, and their limitations. So first, you need to know what is the other person's pains. Is he struggling in his business? Is he stuck without a promotion for years? Is he dealing with any physical pain or disease? Is he struggling in any way? You need to know that. The second part, what is the other person's dreams and vision? What is that he's trying to achieve in life? And the third part has to do with what he perceives as his current limitations. Maybe he thinks that he cannot get promotion because he doesn't know the right people, although he has done a great job. Maybe he knows that physical exercise is good for him, but he doesn't do it because he doesn't have someone to help him, support him. He doesn't have someone that can give him the mental strength to start doing it. So try to identify the pains, the dreams and visions, and the limitations. If you know all this, then you will find tens of ways to just do a lot of 5-minute favors to help that person. Sounds good?
Sounds great. And by the way, it connects with my third advice, is that the best way of being a networker is to be a hub, because you are connecting people. And like you said, you make a favor for two people at the same time. If you connect people, or two or three or whatever. So it is very important that you are very disciplined in the way you collect your contacts, that you understand people when you are connecting with them. So give them 30 seconds of quality, and don't try to, let's say, talk with people at the same time. Yeah, that's very interesting what you are saying. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Because doing this, it looks like that you are very technological, that you are very hype and whatever. But in reality, you are not, there is no multitasking possible. So you are losing the possibility of really connecting with people. So you have a lot of emails to see them, but give them 30 seconds that are clear, that are connection between people. And with that, you can understand what people are looking for and what people are interested, what are their pains, like you were saying. So you connect people with similar pains, let's say. So be a hub. Third, Dimitris.
That was very interesting, Felipe. I completely agree with you. Sorry. So I definitely agree with you. It's practically giving your attention, giving your full attention to realize how you can help other people. Because for a lot of people, networking seems like a bad word, but for people who are actually into networking, we realize that it's really about understanding how you can help people, how you can provide value. Because the only way to create connections is by helping other people and not asking something for yourself. And this is something that when you start networking, it's always in your mind. How can I help? What is his pain? How you can help him? Um, where I would like to go now for the last part is an advice that comes from a different area. It's more from professional networking. But no, it's not so much from professional networking itself. It's more from business networking. Before I go there, I want to stress again that the core of networking is to help as many people as possible and creating the biggest impact that you can create. To do that, you need to make sure you create enough opportunities to help you achieve that goal. A common mistake that most entrepreneurs, salespeople, business people do is that when someone asks them what contacts they need, they describe the potential clients. They describe what is the perfect client for them. So, for example, a divorce lawyer will ask if you have some friends that are, I don't know, getting divorced. An immature networking coach, and that was a mistake I was doing a lot in my first steps, might ask for people that are searching for a job, might ask for people that want to develop a successful career, executive people, people with MBAs, people that want to develop their leadership skills by connecting with their partners and employees. Because this is my ideal clients. This is the clients that I can provide most value to. But now I'm not asking for that anymore. The reason is simple. You need to always create opportunities to make new connections. You need to always create opportunities to make new connections. What does that mean? So when the lawyer asks you if you know anyone that is getting a divorce, if you don't know anyone, you will just say, no, I don't. And the conversation is over. Same thing with business. I get a little bit of return. I don't know. Sorry.
No problem.
So what you need to ask that creates way more opportunities is something different. In marketing, it's called referral partners. A referral partner is that person that has the access and will be happy to recommend you to potential clients. One good referral partner worth 1,000 times more than 10 prospective customers. I will not get deeper in the methodology to identify your potential referral partners, but I will give two examples. In the case of the lawyer, the referral partner can be psychologist. The thing is that people that are happy and in fulfilling marriages, usually they don't have the need to go to psychologists, at least to discuss this kind of problem. They have someone to discuss it with. So a psychologist knows the people that have some kind of issues in the marriage. This can be a referral partner for a lawyer. That can be a bad referral partner. Anyway, in my case, I would ask if they know people that can connect me with universities and career offices. If they know anyone with a high position in his company, I might ask if they know someone who organizes events. Why is that? Because a person in a career office can get me in contact with hundreds of students that will soon look for a job, and networking can create a difference in their lives. A person working in a high-level position in a company understands the power of networking. and he for sure knows a lot of other potential clients. And a person who organizes events has a huge network himself of contacts that can get me in contact with. So it is exactly this way of thinking that you can apply to build your own networking fast. Ask for introduction to people that can give you a lot more introductions after. Ask if they know anyone working in the industry you want to work in. This person will know other people and he will be able to connect you. A connection with one of these people, I believe that can give you a lot more value in the long term than asking directly for the people that you're looking for. It's better if you ask for the people that know the people that you're looking for. That was my fifth one.
Thank you. By the way, we are open to questions from our audience. If there is any question, before I also tell my third and last from my side, so it's the sixth in total. So if anybody has a question, you can put it during my sixth tip, and we will be glad to answer. My last tip is, it's all about the other person. And normally I see a lot of people thinking about networking like they are predators. Okay, they put, for instance, their LinkedIn profile, they sit in front of the computer and now just wait. Nothing happens. And then they get disappointed. Oh, networking doesn't work. This is a lot of BS. It's people are like saying that networking is very important, but I've been to events, I've been to LinkedIn, I do stuff. But if we look into the way that people do it, they do it in a kind of predator way. I go there because I want this. So they go there, I want this, I want this, I want this. So it doesn't work like that. Actually, if you put it on reverse, that you, like you were saying, networking is a great opportunity of helping people to achieve their dreams, for instance. And if you help people, people will help you. That's the amazing thing that happens, because again, is what I was saying before. If you are helping people, what is the view of the people that are helping about you? It's a good view. So they will make referrals about you. So it is normal. It works like that. It's not like some esoteric thing that happens. It is normal. We refer well to people that helped us in some moment, in whatever subject. So it is normal. That's why it is very important that we always consider it's all about the other person. It's always how we can help that person, and now not how we can sell our product to that person, because we will sell much more if we start with the needs of the person. Maybe our product is not the best for that person, and if we sell it to that person, maybe we'll get more problems than advantage, because we will have a not satisfied client that will be saying bad things about us. So it is better to have a satisfied non-client than a dissatisfied client. So, Timotheus, anything to add? Because our time is up. And by the way, last opportunity for questions from our audience.
Nice. Well, it's not something to add. I just want to summarize to make the message a little bit clearer. So practically, I talk about three things. I said that most of the times starting digital and then go physical can save you a lot of time. There you need to identify other people's pains, dreams, visions, and limitations, and this will help you identify ways to help in under 5 minutes. You can make introduction, you can send lists. These are only two of the available ways. And then you should identify who can be your referral partners in the networking world, the people that have access to the networks you need. Do not always look directly for your desired networking contacts. Sometimes a good referral partner can give you a lot more valuable connections. And for me, the last part and my message always is that, I'll say it for the fourth time, I think, the goal of professional networking is to help as many people as possible, create the biggest impacts in their lives. This is what really creates connections, as you said, helping other people. That's it for me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I had a small technical issue over here. And Dimitris, it was a pleasure to have you here today. As always, it is nice when two very network involved people get together, because we learn together and we are sharing our knowledge with others. So see you next time for a hangout about networking, um, close in the future. Okay, bye bye.
Ciao.